100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, Just for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savings, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180.
52. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Give me that hot.
Play action. Garoppolo. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play's supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
Garoppolo now. And that's caught inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, Greer to throw it. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Room here to run. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ballgame. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 2nd and 10, Greer. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hey, Wood. 80 weapons.
Watch out. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 3rd and long, here's Greer. Gets this one to his running back, Wayne Gallman. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his second touchdown pass of this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. McCaffrey on the counter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Ray McLeod, the intended target, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing on third down, Greer. He wants it all for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throw left side complete. It's Collins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Falcons push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is what?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deion Jones coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's second down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Greer looks to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Burnett. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On third down, Greer. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
There. Hey, Alpha. Yo, go.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, let's go.
They are going for it. Here's Greer. Got an open man, it's Burnett. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Panthers.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Go.
Back to the air. Greer on second down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. The All-Pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Here we go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
2.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. No move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Smith, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Right here. Double time. 4 down.
Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Greer, and he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Complete. Richardson has it. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and...
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, exit.
Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike.
On 1st down, it's Greer. And this one complete to Burnett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
Ready, set.
Greer now, just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Operating in the red zone now, Greer. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Rush in.
Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Here we go now with Smith. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance.
And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
See what happens. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Yep. Right there, 54.
Bravo.
54 Mike.
We got it.
From the gun on third down, Greer. Thomas has got it, complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
12. I got you.
That's me. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Smith. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, wahoo! Get it.
On third and long, here is Greer. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the third quarter in Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Greer over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, and that'll bring up second down. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On 2nd down, here's Greer. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Avery Moss able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
From the 50, here's Greer. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
There's the Panthers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 52 right here. 52. Coming this way. Here we go.
Again, it's Smith. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. First target, first catch, and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And it's caught. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Greer. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Check, check, check. Ringo. Here we go, here we go. Stay hot.
On second down, here's Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. What do you need?
Right there, 56. You don't never ring.
11.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. A nice little juke. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Here we go.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brian Poole, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 22, here's second and 8. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Let's go. Hey, check
Play action. It's Greer. He gets it to Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
70, Indy. What we got?
Here's Gallman. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Atlanta, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Carolina, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.